I'm trying to buy us some time. My man said Jared Anderson.
You're right here right now. We got him on.
Oh, good, because my man said Jared Anderson versus Polite right now. I said, man, stop playing, man. That's too early.
Is that Mike?
Mike, what up, baby?
Big Mike in the building.
Hey, Mike, good. Can you turn your camera sideways for us so we can see them big shoulders? Pause. There we go. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Thank you for joining us, man. Thank you for joining us, man.
So, yeah, man. It is what it is.
How you been?
I'm good. You know,
still in gym?
Say it again?
Still in the gym?
No, we had to like take a little break from training because the fight day got pushed back again. So you don't want like
beat on your body too much.
Yeah, I want to burn myself out. I was already getting to that point where I felt like I was about to start peaking. So yeah, we just like resetting.
So how long have you been out the gym? How long you staying out?
Right now it's been a week. So not too long. And so I'm gonna take this week right here out the gym, but I'm still doing like cardio. And then next week we're gonna we back in there.
Are you, I guess, frustrated with the delay?
Yeah, I mean like anybody would be, because it was first it was like the date we had got was the 24th of April. Then that got pushed to May 1st, and then now it's like now we're not on the May 1st joint. Damn. So
So is it up in limbo right now?
It's to be announced. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be announced. Hopefully very soon. But I don't want to jump the gun and say anything, so I'm not even going really.
Definitely. Man, so I guess since you can't announce too much, you guys got any questions for him before we take it to the daily topic and just go like all over the place?
Yeah, because I don't want to quick. What's going on, Mike? Mario here. Thanks for joining us, man. What for you has changed? Because I feel like you're one of the darlings of the pandemic in the sense that, for a lot of guys, the pandemic was really tough to get fights, and it was tough for you too. But the exposure that you got from being one of the few guys that was able to get fights, I mean, it really propelled you into a way that I'd only ever heard Ness mention you by name, and now I think I've seen like at least 60-70% of your fights. So I guess the question really is when you go to the gym now, is there a different approach? Do you feel different? Are things different because now the rest of the world is kind of caught up to what you feel the way that you should be seen?
As far as do I feel different? No, not really. I still think that I still got a lot of work to do. So like I'm just going to, keep hitting the gym up, keep approaching it like that. You know what I mean? I know I still got a lot of work to do. And not as much time as, a lot of other guys to do it. So
well said. Do you feel like a target though? Maybe like does it feel like a bigger target? I mean, because more people have mentioned your name, more people want, more people are trying to match make you. Like, oh, I want to see him with Jared. I want to see him with so and so. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of people doing that. So it doesn't feel different that there's like a bigger target on you now.
Oh well, I mean, in that sense, yeah. But I look at it as a positive thing. You know what I'm saying? Because like Ness and them know, because we've had these discussions. So like where I'm not a fan of marinating stuff or whatever. Sure. You know what I mean? All that long. So when they say, oh, I want to see him with this person, I want to see him with that person, I'm like, yeah, me too. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I want to see myself with this person and that person also. So that's why I've mentioned the specific names that I've mentioned. I know a lot of people might think, but is he ready? But is he ready? I mean, let's find out. You know what I'm saying? Like, forget all this marinating and everything like that. And I mean, that could also have something to do with the fact that, like I said, I don't feel like I have 15 years to let stuff
marinate.
Just yeah. Nah, I don't. I don't want to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to. I know myself. You know what I'm saying? My trainer knows me, so you know, if I feel like I'm ready for a certain caliber fighter, that's who I'm going to call. You know what I mean?
No, before you came on, Mike, we were talking about Tyson Fury possibly, you know, in a dream fight or maybe in a crossover fight with the heavyweight champion in the UFC. I don't know if you're familiar with him at all. His name's Francis Ngannou. He was just on the Mike Tyson podcast show. He froze up a little bit. You still there? Yeah.
I'm right here.
All right. So, do you know about Francis Ngannou?
Yeah.
And how do you feel about that fight? Do you think Tyson Fury handles his business?
In a boxing match?
In a boxing match, yeah.
In the boxing match, he gets smoked. Like, you know what I'm saying? And in a cage match or whatever, Tyson Fury gets smoked.
Word.
Like, people need to stop with this, like, with this idea. Like, I don't care how good you might think someone's hands are in the UFC, like stand up. In boxing, it's very low level. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In comparison to boxers, like everybody who tries to put up this argument like these UFC guys got enough hands to fight boxers, serious boxers we're talking about. They don't know what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, and what do you have to judge it off of? Like, come on.
But for the commercial fans, right? For the people that, you know, don't ever watch boxing, but they'll watch the heavyweights. You know what I mean? Like, they want to see that kind of change. It's like, you can see why it would kind of pique their interest, right? Like, to a casual fan or whatever, it's like, oh my God, these two massive superstars in two different worlds at the highest level colliding. You know what I'm saying? So I get it from that, but from your like perspective as you're coming up, I also understand there's a huge difference between guys that are doing it your route, you know, boxers that are climbing up, and then to see these exhibitions go off and these cross, you know, I could see why it wouldn't. It's like a turnoff, I guess, right?
Well, I'm not gonna say that it's a turnoff because I'm not gonna act like I'm not the type of person who's gonna watch it. I am gonna watch it. You know,
yo, keep it real.
But because I know, you know what I'm saying, like there's a big difference between stand up in the UFC and stand up in boxing. I'm not my expectations for what type of fight it's gonna be is not gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
I'm watching it to see Tyson Fury win because that's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like the same way I watched Conor McGregor and Mayweather. I watched to see how Mayweather was going to beat him, not whether or not he was going to beat him. I feel like everybody who you know really, you know, watches boxing and understands boxing, they knew Mayweather was going to win. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to see how he was going to do it. You know what I mean? Like,
Mike, you think Tyson could get it done in one round? He said he would smoke Ngannou in one round, the first round.
If he did do it, it would be by like you know, TKO. You know, like you know, maybe he's overwhelming them and then they stop it that way. I don't see him doing it like when he says smoking. I don't if he's talking about like knocking him out cold. I don't not in one round. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's possible multiple rounds, but I don't think it would happen in one round.
I know you're a boxing fan, so when you hear people say, or I'm about to tell you what they said, and that's what made me go ahead and call you. They're matching you up with Jared Anderson. Is he ready already? You think that like, oh, he's ready? Like you see the skill in him to be in there with you, or I mean, you know, I'm just asking because they're matching you up already. They're like, yo, Jared Anderson and Mike Polite, like right now, and I'm like, I thought Anderson was still developing.
Yeah, I mean, whether he's ready or not, I'm keeping it buck. I don't care. Okay. If they wanted me, if that's what people were talking about, they want to see me and him fight, I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if he's ready or not.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, let's be honest. Like, as far as just you know years in boxing, he has more years in boxing than I do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know, and that's how most people measure experience. Who've been doing it the longest, right? So. You know, technically, you would say he got more experience than me. You know what I mean? So, right. but if that's what people talking about they want to see, then that's what I want to do too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have no problem fighting him now or later.
Is that a guy you've been watching?
Yeah, I watch his fights. You know what I'm saying? Like,
are you entertained by his ring outfits?
No.
What? You ain't like the Chucky or the chef outfit?
That Chucky was sick.
He came out as a chef outfit this time, nah? Okay.
And he had the Chucky doll with him?
I mean, no, not to, his outfits or whatever, but I just don't care about stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care about you, like, coming out in these elaborate outfits when you're gonna wear it for what, 60 seconds? The time it takes you to walk to the ring. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying like I'm knocking you out in 60 seconds. No. Okay, I got you. Yeah, from the ring walk to the ring. Yeah, I get that.
I really don't care. Like, I'm like, when it comes to like I never was a fan of the I don't know what you would call them. It looked like a kilt to me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah, the skirt, not skirt, but
the Roman gladiator look.
Yeah, the Roman gladiator look.
Yeah, you said skirt. That was the first thing that came to mind, right? Yeah, that's the first thing.
That's I always called it that in middle school and high school.
That's what it is. But
skirt today.
I ain't never really been a fan of that or whatever. But some guys like them. I prefer just the shorts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, like, I prefer like more like the robe versus the hoodie and stuff like that. But that's just me. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I like because old school fighters and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Definitely. So here's I want to bring it back to Ness's question. I don't want to be repetitive, but I want to ask it a very specific way because I get your answer, right? Because you're a no-nonsense guy. Even though you don't have many years in the sport, you really have an old-school approach to the game and a mindset. Just, getting to know you over the past year, that's completely obvious. That said, okay, Robert Garcia was on the show last night, and they had talked about a potential Ortiz-Boots fight, and he had said it's not ready. And when he says it's not ready, people gripe like, what? Come on, like, what are we marinating for? But at the same time, in a sense of, could that fight be bigger? Yes, it could be. So from that perspective, I get it. So my question is this. You got Pena, Abel, Rock. These names that you put in a row, you did it very strategically and built your name up. So I guess the question is more, could this fight with Anderson be bigger, and is that a reason to wait? Or for you, do you feel like he's got enough clout that he's a prime target to go? 'Cause I guess it's like, is the risk reward there? Because he's a risky fighter because everybody thinks he's one of the best heavyweight prospects in the world. And at the same time, his name recognition is not AJ. He's not Fury. Like, you know what I'm saying? So is that risk reward there for you?
Like, I guess, I mean, you would say, yeah, there's some reward. There's definitely some reward the same way but I think the reward is the same as the reward that came to me from beating Damani Rock. Is his fan base is bigger than mine. You know what I'm saying? So there's the reward right there, but that's about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would get more eyes on me. You know what I'm saying? A win against him would get more eyes on me, but it wouldn't bring me more money. It wouldn't bring nothing like that. Financially, there's no big reward to me and him fighting right now. So, when people talk about marinating the fight, and for that reason, yeah, it makes sense or whatever. Because maybe if we both keep moving up winning, or whatever, financially, it's going to be more beneficial when we do fight. Mm-hmm. But
man, you really get this, bro. You get this.
Like, these fans, fans become managers and promoters when their favorite fighter can be put at risk. All of a sudden, they become managers and promoters. Be a fan. You say you're a fan of boxing. Be a fan. Why are you talking to me about numbers? You know what I'm saying? We're talking about numbers. You should just be wanting to see two dudes who look pretty evenly matched. You know what I'm saying? You want to see them fight, because those are the best fights, is when they're evenly matched, not these lopsided ones. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't really be getting down with people talking about marinating the fight. I understand it, and I'm not saying it doesn't make sense. It makes sense, but at the same time, when I'm talking to you and I'm going back and forth with you as a boxing fan, I ain't trying to hear that. That's not the conversation I'm trying to hear. I'm trying to hear, yo, this person and that person, if they fight, who gonna win? Oh, you know, I don't care about percentages or none of that. As a fan, you know what I'm saying? When I'm talking about boxing as a fan, I'm not really like, you know, concerning myself with that.
So do you think you beat him right now? Because you don't want to be concerned with numbers, so we ain't asking about purses or none of that. Can you beat Jared Anderson right now?
Yes.
Beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? And anybody who feel otherwise, cool. Everybody entitled to their opinion, but not every opinion needs to be heard, because I don't give a damn what they talking about. Like, because at the end of the day, as far as fans is concerned, they can only go off of what they've seen us do in the ring.
I mean, you sparred Wilder and he sparred Fury.
That's true story. But you know, it's just as far as like me and him, you know, skill for skill, whatever like that. You can only really go off of what you've seen us do in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know us personally. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You know, they're not in the gym with us seeing what it is we can and can't do. You know what I'm saying? So they can only go off of what we've done in the ring. And to be quite honest with you, I feel like I haven't done enough yet. But I feel like he hasn't done enough at all either. You know what I mean? Either. Like, let's keep it a buck. You know what I mean? Even this last fight, like, let's keep it a buck. Son. Like,
well, can I explain? Can I explain this from a fan's perspective?
Hold on, Mario.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't see your hand. I'm so sorry.
About this last fight.
Go ahead.
Like, keep it a buck with us, Mike. This Francis, you already know, man. What's up, man? Let us know about this last fight. What was your take on it for Jared Anderson?
Nothing.
You talking about the Karpency fight, right?
Yeah, come on. It was you know, it was a stay busy fight, man.
But that's exactly what it was. Thank you. Like, somebody needs to say it. You know what I mean? Like, somebody need to say it.
But you've gotten some stay busies too.
For sure. But I don't see, that's the thing though. And that's the difference between like my come up and his come up is that I got stay busy fights. Did you hear anything about that?
Nah.
Oh, no one was touting it up like I'm some world beater, like I just beat like you ain't look at my stay busy fight and be like, oh, he's gonna be the next heavyweight champion of the world. But how is that happening based off of his stay busy fight?
He with the machine.
No. Let me explain it. Let me explain it. No. Please. Let me explain it. I promise. I'm gonna nail this. I promise. When I see a Jared Anderson fight, and this is why I'm very torn about this, because when I see a Jared Anderson fight, right, they're saying, okay, he's gonna fight I bet. Okay, I have an expectation for how one of the best heavyweight prospects is supposed to perform against this guy. And he keeps meeting those expectations. You, on the other hand, keep getting into these fights where I'm like, I don't know if Mike's going to get this one. He's definitely got a shot. And then you're over meeting the expectations. But then it's like, but Jared Anderson is still Jared Anderson. He's still this crazy athlete. And so it's like, it's so tough. It's like split down the middle because you keep surpassing expectations and he keeps meeting them the way that a dynamic number one type of prospect should. You get what I'm saying? So it's tough. So I go back to the Karpency and I bet, and then I go to your Darmani Rock and I guess Abel would have to be the next best. Those are pretty comparable opponents. Like you can argue.
Coffee's opponents are better.
I agree.
No, you misunderstood what he said, Doomy. You misunderstood what he said. But I caught you, Mario, and Karpency. If you go through his career, he's probably a cruiserweight. And he was out for like 2 years, got like some tune-up somewhere, and then they got him this fight. Joey Abell's been in with like Tyson Fury. He's fought real.
It's not even close to being comparable.
He's fought like real heavyweights. But you guys do have a common opponent though. Didn't y'all both fight Pena? Right? Y'all fought both, and he got it done quicker. But he had your blueprint, right? He got to see your fight.
Well, hold on. I need to say something about that because here's the thing. Who got it done quicker should never be the measuring
the barometer
of like who would win between this guy and that guy.
Of course,
never. That should never be a thing. Second, you have to understand next because y'all even touched on it in my fight with Pena. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted to with Pena, I could have put my gloves up in a high guard and walked his ass down and beat him up. That the reason I didn't approach the fight that way. That's the way that Jared Anderson approached that fight with him. Jared Anderson knew Pena wasn't messing with him. You know what I'm saying? He went in there, walked him down, and beat him up. I could have done that. But here's the thing. If I would have done that, somebody with my minimal exposure, you know what I'm saying? Because that was my first like TV fight, right?
Yep.
Exposure, you know, it's not like I had some long amateur career and stuff like that for people to talk about, right? If I had went in there and done that, there would have been zero credit given to me for doing that. It would have been like, okay, yeah, because look at us. I'm 6'5", he's like 5'10". I don't know how tall he was. He's a small guy. It would have been looked at
5'11".
like, oh, that's what I was supposed to do, so that means nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I went in there trying to show different type of like, you know what I'm saying, different things.
Angles.
You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted people to see, hey, check it out. I can go lefty and stay lefty, not just give you a lefty look. I can fight him lefty because I don't just switch lefty for a couple seconds and then go back righty. I really can fight both ways. I'm trying to show that. I wanted to show like there were times where Pena was holding my arm and I gave it to him. Yeah. I let him hold the arm because I just wanted to show that look, I can fight on the inside even with the smaller guy. You know what I'm saying? You
made that adjustment really well because he started landing a little bit.
For arms,
yes.
You know, I can get the cleaner and tighter shots. I was trying to show something when it came to Pena. Every time I went back to the corner, and my trainer asked me how you feel, I was like, I'm good, because they were like, honestly, I never felt like there was a threat of Pena hurting me at all. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, I'm feeling the punches. I'm like, yeah, he doesn't hit hard. You know what I mean? Freaking! I was trying to show something in that fight with Pena.
And we could.
Monty Rock was a little bit more evenly matched, so I was like, I'm not wasting time. If the opportunity presents itself, I'm gonna try to take him out.
You still KO'd him though.
Yeah, he did. And listen, there's a difference between fighting a guy who's 6-0 with 6 knockouts and going in there, you know, with a certain plan, and then to be the guy that fights him after and he's 6-1. You know, and you were able to, you know, show the blueprint, I guess you could say, and then to go in there with more confidence as a Jared Anderson, you know. So I get that. I do 100%. I get that. There were 2 different fights, you know, 2 different scripts. Styles make fights. We know this. And you're absolutely right. Because fighter A beat fighter B and fighter C beat fighter A doesn't mean that fighter B can be like that's nonsense.
Let me get to some of these questions from the people before Mike got to hit that gym. You probably getting, you know, actually, this is the time you're going in, right? Coach Myers in Connecticut.
Hit the treadmill, that's it.
Coach Myers in Connecticut says, good afternoon, champ. Nice seeing you beat up on Ness and sparring, laugh out loud. But my favorite fighter and good friend is Cassius Chaney. Chaney told me you're a strong fighter, but he'll beat you. Your thoughts?
My thoughts is Chaney is I mean, listen.
Did you say delusional?
Yeah, he's delusional. Like,
okay, Mike. Yo, so was that fight ever offered to you?
Never offered, but man, it's crazy because it's like I want to say like honestly, I want to fight guys that are better than Chaney. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm asking for like, you know, the Jared Anderson and stuff like that. I want to say that, but then at the same time, it's like, you know, if he talking about he'll beat me, he want to fight, then what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what else to say. It's like, so what's up?
Let's get it.
Real quick.
Yeah, Francis.
Hey, Mike, I want to know if another fight I want to bring up, F.A. Ajagba coming off a sensational knockout over the weekend. What is your take on that fight? Is that fight too much of a step up, or is that right in your wheelhouse?
Whoa, too much of a step up?
I'm asking a simple question, man. Yeah. Let the brother answer, man. There wasn't no slight at Mike. Chill.
I feel like you set that. I feel like you set that up. Mike talking about too much of a step up. Like he set that question up, man. Yeah,
I don't think it's too much of a step up at all. You know what I'm saying? freaking, I'd fight FA no problem. You know what I mean? Because here's the thing. What are we talking about? Like, what are people gonna say is the danger of me fighting FA? They're gonna say they just going based off of his knockouts.
Yep.
That's it. Like, you know what I mean? So, but that's always a concern with any heavyweight you step into the ring with, especially the bigger heavyweights. You know what I'm saying? And so and that ain't something that that's gonna stop me from still saying I want to fight like guys like, you know, Jared Washington and stuff like that. All guys who can knock dudes out too. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't think it's too big of a step up at all. You know, and you know, like I said, I'm not one of those guys who say, oh, I don't watch boxing. I watch boxing. I watch everybody. I watch, you know, all their fights, and the blueprint on how to approach a FA fight is definitely out.
Yeah.
So you saying when you beat FA right now? You saying they send you an offer? We don't need to know the number, but they send you an offer. You taking it because you and your team feel you can beat FA right now?
Yeah.
All right.
That's why I asked the question.
Yeah, and I took it as more like a risk reward when Francis asked, which I think is a fair question. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not about, I don't think he meant, you know, step up in competition. I think he meant more, it's like, to fight a guy like that when you have your own momentum, there's a risk there because now you're his opponent because he's got the big top rank machine behind him versus the momentum you're on. You're very close to having other people be your opponents. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're on that trajectory.
Yeah, but you know what? Like, well, a lot of great fighters, they were opponents first. So,
yeah,
you know what
absolutely.
I mean? Like, they had to be opponents to get to a position to where they never will be an opponent again. So, you know, and
well
you
said.
know, risk reward with FA is worth it. It is worth it because, you know, FA. Even with him not looking, you know, people feeling like he didn't look too great and you know, his last couple or whatever, he still has a big following. He's still being you know, put up on that pedestal and everything like that. And so, yeah, risk reward, you know, to me, it's definitely worth it with FA.
You want me to go on to the next one? Next, we have Dueling Grams that says, too bad you couldn't get the areola first. But how would you handle the babyface assassin, Adam Granacki?
Oh yeah, man. Me and, you know, it's crazy because me and Adam we got like a lot of rounds in like sparring. You know what I'm saying? Like, we definitely, I would say, like, well over 100 rounds of sparring with me and Adam.
Wow.
With Adam, this is the way I feel when it comes to somebody like Adam, is you just got to be in top shape. You know what I'm saying? Your conditioning got to be good. You know what I'm saying? Because Adam just keep coming. You know, you gotta be the type of dude who's comfortable with being uncomfortable and comfortable with fighting an inside fight, but know how to fight an outside fight when need be. So, you know, that's like a glimpse of what my approach would be if I were to fight somebody like Adam.
That's a good approach, champ.
You think his team would even send you an offer since you guys know each other so intimately?
I think so because I just, you know, being that I know them, I've never got a whiff of them being scared or nothing like that. You know what I mean? So I don't think, like, you know, that would be too big of a stretch to say that they would do it. But I don't think that would, like, I don't think it would happen right now. You know, like Adam, he's up there right now. I'm still working my way to getting up there. So, you know, I don't think that would happen anytime soon. But at least like somebody like I feel like somebody like a Jared Washington, you know what I'm saying? That's more realistic. You know what I mean? Because, you know, he got a couple L's on his belt. You know what I'm saying? To me, he's no longer that contender. He's more like the gatekeeper, right? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So,
Jared Washington.
He's,
you mentioned that name twice. I think that's where you want to go.
Yeah.
Gerald Washington.
Nah, he been mentioning that name for a while.
Oh, wow.
It's Washington, Martin, and Hellenius. That's the hit list, man. It's been the hit list for like, 3 months now? Since the last fight, post-fight, you said all that, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's go with Big Casual, who says, what's up, champ? How many more fights do you think you are away from the first title shot? And under which sanctioning body do you think will allow you to fight for their title?
How many more fights? Honestly, I don't have an answer, for how many more fights. I just know that I would want it to be, I would want it to be, as many fights as it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like to really know, yo, you ready? Because I'm not gonna act like, fighting for a title is a big freaking deal. You know what I'm saying? It's a big deal. You want to be at your best, whatever your best is. So, fight by fight, if I'm growing, you know what I'm saying, I'm learning and I'm getting better, I'm looking better, then whatever fight happens, and that it looks like, oh, he done peaked in his capability, like, yo, then yeah, let the next one be for a title. What sanctioning body? I don't know, man. Like, I just got ranked. I just got ranked in the WBA, and I'm somewhere in that WBC, but not high enough. So I'm trying to work my way up,
You're 15 in the WBA.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah. Go to the next one right now. This one's from Steve in the UK, Mike. He says, hi, Mike. Thanks for coming on the show on short notice.
Yeah.
I don't know if you will remember, but I asked you a few shows back if becoming a world champion was realistic given your relatively old age, in parentheses, in boxing terms. You answered categorically yes. So my question now is, now that you've taken out a highly touted prospect in great fashion, do you think even bigger stumbling blocks will be put in your way now that the big dogs know you're for real?
Yeah, for sure. But that's the way it should be. You know what I mean? Like that's the way it should be. And that's why again, I've like mentioned some of the names that I mentioned because, I think those names are of a higher level than the last guy. You know what I'm saying? Step by step. You know what I'm saying? Until it's a reality.
Says, as always, thanks for coming on the show, Steve in the UK. The next one's from Big Nick. He says, sup, champ? How would you feel about fighting the following names? Gerald Washington, Fabio Wardley, Zhilao Zhang, or David Price? With some of them on the other networks, would PBC allow you to cross the road if the money's right?
I'm sure if the money's right, anything can happen.
I mean, technically you with Marshall Kaufman though, right? Technically, ain't you with King's Promotion?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Not PBC, so to speak. They just have a working relationship with Kaufman, but you're with Kaufman.
All those names that you mentioned, I like those names. You know what I'm saying? I saw Ness like shake his head when you said, what's his name?
Fabio Wardley. Yeah, Fabio Wardley.
Yeah. Freaking, yeah. That would be
too,
good.
only because...
he looking athletic, though. He looking real athletic.
Nah, I think Coffie just got too much power.
Power he definitely has, and Coffee's athletic himself.
He's lighter. He's a lighter heavyweight, in my opinion.
I just don't think it's worth it. There's other fights on the table that could be made that do so much more for momentum.
Yo, Mario's a bad friend. What do you mean it's not worth it, bro? Like, Fabio...
I just don't think... If he could get some of those other names that we talked about, I think that's bigger than Fabio.
Absolutely.
I like the fight.
Absolutely. I don't think the Fabio fight next is big, but, if he could keep winning and Fabio...
Oh, of course.
Fabio gets another 5 fights, he's about to be a name out there. That's how the UK do. They blow everybody up. But he's looking good. He's looking good. Did you watch this fight with Eric Molina?
Yeah.
What you think?
What'd you think?
I mean, it was a good fight. You know what I
mean? Yeah, Mike. He fooled. Tell him. What? You could beat him right now? He don't want to fight you right now? That's what you trying to tell me?
It's not like I'm trying to say like, oh, freaking, nobody can mess with me. I'm not saying that.
No, you
know
definitely you making it clear that the top, you ain't calling out the top, but you definitely calling out a certain levels of you said you're not ready for a title shot. You saying that.
You calling out the right guys.
He's calling out the fighters that are holding the wall to get to that title shot.
No, he's willing to get everybody under the champions. That sounds great to me.
Because
and realistic, by the way.
Like I feel like where I'm at, like, you know what I'm saying? I can match up with all of those guys. And the only way for any of us to know if we ready for the next level is to like fight. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I see I saw the fight with him and Molina. You know what I mean? And, for every good thing he did, I also saw flaws. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-oh. Shit.
You know what I mean?
Cassius Chaney must be listening.
and I think, like anybody else would think, is that given I can expose those flaws. You know what I'm saying? Given the opportunity. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like people ain't going. A lot of people ain't going to agree. Some might. But I know how I feel about the situation, and I think that I could get in there and do some work. You know what I'm saying?
What
Next was coming in from
Big Nick.
Twin Munoz.
Oh.
And he says, why'd you give Ness the shiner? Laughing out loud emoji.
Turned his back. You see how he turned his back to me like a couple times.
Oh, man. Yeah, he did, man. That was a no-no.
Them shots hurt, man. So Chaney texted me and he said to ask you, can he come on? Because he said plug me in. I said, bro, I don't want him to feel sandbag because I did not set that up for him to be, trying to get on with you. Obviously, Coach Myers is from Connecticut, so he's listening live. He sent you the Cassius Chaney question. He probably orchestrated all of this, but I don't want you to feel sandbag because I've been in this situation throughout my years. So if you don't feel comfortable, we'll just interview him another time.
Yeah, I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we had 2 more Patreon questions.
So you mean you ain't tripping, meaning you don't mind him being on the same interview as you?
Yeah, nah, I don't mind at all.
You sure? Don't be faking it for TV, Mike, and then I'll be trying to text you and you I ain't fucking with Ness no more. I ain't fucking with Ness. He set me up. You know what I'm saying?
I don't get that emotional like that. You know
Let's go. Stand up.
Okay. Damn, yo. Let me send him the link then. Yo,
2 Patreon questions.
Hey, Coach Myers, I know this is your doing, Coach Myers. Coach Myers think he's I know that's him. We gonna ask.
Go ahead with the Patreon questions, Alex. Real quick. Patreon question before Chaney comes on. Go ahead.
Yeah, Dr. Mofongo says, what's up, champ? If you found yourself in the same situation as Deontay Wilder and assuming Joshua Fury is happening, what would your next move be? And what kind of action plan would you take career-wise? Are there any fighters in particular you target? As a fellow heavyweight, I'm curious to know your opinion. All the best to you in the future. I'll definitely be watching.
If I was at Wilder's level, playing with the type of money that they playing with, I mean, I think I would do it. I would do the same way that he's doing. Like this, we talking about a lot of money. So like, you know what I mean? They playing with here. So, you know what I mean? I'm not just letting that fall to the wayside. Like, so, I ain't even in that tax bracket right now. You know what I mean? To really be like, putting too much criticism on what it is he's doing and how he's doing it. You know what I'm saying? They play with a lot of money. So, I know, I can tell you right now, son, that's that much money on the line, man. I'm not just letting that just fall to the wayside. I'm gonna handle that how I gotta handle it too.
So it looks like Cassius cut the hair and has joined us. Cassius, turn that phone sideways and let's be clear. I did not text you, so it was Coach Myers that set this up.
Yeah, he started stuff or something, man. I don't know.
Yeah. He asked my guest. This is Mike Polite Coffee. He asked my guest a question about a potential fight with you, and obviously Mike answered it like any fighter would, and here you are. But what's up, man? What's shaking? Can we get this fight baking or what?
Oh, we can get it baking. You know, we're waiting on right now. You know, I might be heading that way to his side. You know, to the PBC side. So hopefully something manifests in it, and yeah, we can get it. We can get it going. You know, I think it would be a solid, you know, fight for me, fight for him, U.S. type of thing.
So you look slim, man.
Yeah, it's hot down here, man.
Yeah, you look a little slim there, man. So nothing on the line in terms of a fight date.
Nah, but my promoter, what's up, guys? Too, my promoter has agreed to co-promote, so that's a step in the right direction. We just waiting now to see, you know, what who knocks first, you know. So
you ain't been sent an offer to fight Coffie yet?
No. Never. Why? He said I.
Nah. He's whoa, calm
down. No. I'm just asking because I was about to say, did they send? I was about to say, did they send him? Did they send him an offer for me? So I was about to ask the same thing. I'm like, shit. I don't know.
The thing is, you'll never have to worry about. I don't lie about. You know, I don't lie about shit like that. You know
I wasn't implying you lied. I was just going to say, I was about to say the same thing. I mean, I don't know.
So let me get this virtual press conference. So Mike, you 6'5".
Yeah.
274.
Nah. About like 269.
Okay. And Cassius, you are a former basketball player, so you're 6'5". Oh. And how much do you weigh? Because you look a little slimmer now. You're looking lean.
I'm 260.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, Mike, you carry his 260. Mike looks a little more like for 260.
A different body build. It looks like Cassius.
Yeah. Cassius got the basketball frame. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basketball frame. I quit the football one.
Yeah.
Good one.
Yeah, you the linebacker. So, Cassius, how do you think this fight plays out? Because the man already said he could beat you right now. So it's really about how you feeling at this point. He already told us he could beat you.
Right. Yeah, and I could beat him. You know what I'm saying? Like far. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you know what's funny that the world don't know? Hold on. You know what's funny that the world don't know? I was trying to get y'all to link to spar, and both of y'all was like, nah, we might fight each other. And look, now y'all really might fight each other, huh?
Yeah, but I was still spar. I don't really. It's so many heavyweights, bro. It's like you don't even know. Mm-hmm. You know, like I could say I might have thought I was gonna fight Michael Hunter or Trevor Bryan, and they spar. We've been sparred, you know, and I'm sure I think he's probably sparred Trevor Bryan. So it's like it's hard to say because there's so many. Everybody's gonna go their own way, you know, at some, you know, regardless. So I'm at the point now where I'm like, man, I'm in Florida, and like it's hard to gauge it because everybody's coming here to train. So it's hard to say. I mean, I ain't trying to drive to Orlando though if he in wherever he at, it's 3 hours away. I ain't trying to do that. But,
he definitely fought. And that I-4, Jesus Christ, I hate that I-4.
Yeah, that little trip
especially
I just did to y'all, man. That was crazy.
It was far for you?
Yeah, it was like 2.5, 3 hours. I was like, I don't know about this.
Yeah,
but how it would play out, I think early on it would be a little thinking game. But like I said before, I'm a man too. Like, you know, Damani is still a kid, and you know, it's still a kid here. I'm a man too. I'm a thinking man too, and I ain't gonna lean in and let him throw an uppercut on me. Like, you know, that's one thing I do think he does well. He counters. You know, he's relaxed when you're leaning on him or comfortable. It would feel like you're comfortable. But I think I'll just keep him in the middle of the ring and make him come after. Yeah, I'm not stupid. He's an athlete too, you know, so it only take a minute for me to understand like what a person, you know, how they box or what they do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna give away too much because then he's gonna work on it.
What do you think? What's the one thing you do better than Mike in your opinion?
My footwork, I think, is a little bit better, and I think
that's interesting.
I think my shots are better from far. Like I think I throw my long shots better.
Okay. And Mike, what do you think you do better than Cassius Chaney?
I think I fight better on the inside, and you know, I think I got a better jab. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
this is interesting. I wonder how far we would be from this fight. We got to remember this day.
Yeah.
See when they actually give us this, man, because we know how boxing is. You guys might never see each other. So, Mike, Cassius, we asked Mike, did he feel he could beat Jared Anderson right now? He said yes. Have you been watching Anderson from Ohio, and do you think you can beat him today?
Yes.
Okay.
Too immature. Like, I think I'll beat him based off of, you know, I like some of the guys he's fighting and he's doing what he got to do, but I don't know if they got the pop to, like, or the strength, you know, the shoulder strength to, like, absorb some of his punches, you know? And I think, I don't know, we'll see when he get hit. He get cracked, you know what I'm saying? So we got to see. I think he's good, though. I mean, they doing right by him.
The both of you have late starts and not very deep amateur backgrounds. How much credit or respect or do you're in Anderson's, amateur background? Like, when is that important for you guys as professionals?
I mean, how deep was it? How many fights he had?
I mean, he was like an Olympic alternate, right?
I would
have to double check, but
Armani was too.
Yeah, but Armani, I was nervous for Mike.
Armani had a few too, man.
Yeah, Armani was a good amateur. I was nervous for Mike when they made that fight. And I definitely
Armani probably had like what? Armani probably had like what? 50?
There had to be more than that.
Probably more.
I'm a double check. Anderson.
I mean, on Boxer, you know, they don't show.
Yeah, they only show the
tournaments
championships on Box, right?
Yeah.
But if if you Google the term, maybe someone interviewed him on it. Huh?
I got
at the very least, they were both on the USA boxing team.
Yeah.
You know, that means
that means something. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. But then Marlo Moore was on it. That's the one that knocked out Damani in the amateurs, and I beat Marlo Moore. So it's like it's hard to say. Yeah, it's just hard to say because like now the amateur, the thing is a little bit like you can get in a tournament and win it, and you can go to another tournament and win. You can rack up your fights that way. So that's why I was asking like how many fights did Jared Anderson have? Because when I was in the amateur, it wasn't like he was fighting the amateurs.
Hey, Cassius, I got a question for you. Mike said that he thinks he has a better jab, or he knows he got a better jab than you. You kind of made a little face or whatnot. Are you in agreement or disagreement? Because
I'm not in agreement. He do got a nice jab, but I'm in a situation where my jab is getting better and better. You know, because I'm with two guys that got awkward ass jabs, and they're making me learn how to jab. You know, and with Negron and Lewis. So I would say his jab is solid. You know, he ain't had to use it much other than Louis Pina, but shit. I mean, like,
damn, Mike, he watching your fights, Mike.
Yeah.
I mean,
he on you,
right too.
Yo,
I really haven't had to use it much, but and you know that's my that's how I feel about when everybody say like, oh, this person's athletic, that person's athletic. I'm like, he ain't had to do much. So how do you really know? You know what I'm saying? If he's athletic. And plus, my idea of what athleticism is a lot different. I've realized from what other people's idea of athleticism is. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody like, I feel like if you athletic, an athletic person can look like they know what they're doing in any sport, even if they've never played that before in their life. You know what I'm saying? Like I've never played soccer, you know, a day in my life, but I could kick a soccer ball and make it at least look like I know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? That's an athletic person.
You're not about to miss.
If somebody is good in boxing, they can move and stuff like that, that's what it is. They're good in boxing, they can move, all that. You know what I'm saying? But just giving, you know, everybody the label of, oh, he's athletic, based off of what? Because I hope we're not talking about off of body type and stuff like. I don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's plenty of dudes with 6-packs, 8-packs, and
cardio trash.
Can't even dunk a basketball. You know what I'm saying?
Shots
like,
fired. I know who you're talking about.
All right.
I ain't know what you're talking about.
What? You ain't see that? You ain't see the video of AJ missing a dunk?
Oh.
6'6".
Oh yeah,
no lift.
I did see that. Yeah.
Cassius
he almost broke his back too. He almost broke his back.
And he whiffed on a soccer ball. When you kick a soccer ball, he whiffed on it too, just so you know.
Oh, he can't do that in soccer.
Cassius,
Soccer is the best sport.
Let me ask you, Cassius. So Mike gave us his top 3, preferable opponents, and that would be Jared Washington, Charles Martin, or Robert Helenius. Politics aside, what 3 names would you want next?
If I was able to get 3 names, I would say Huey Fury. I would say
Huey.
Yeah.
Fury.
Damn,
I like that.
You
I like
want to
that
box
fight.
that dude? Really? That's an awkward
I
style.
do.
People usually stay away from that.
I know, but I'm familiar with it. I'm super familiar with it. So it's like, I understand it. Michael Coffie, an awkward ass style. But Huey Fury, I would say Michael Hunter would be cool. He got an awkward style. And I like Charles Martin. I think Charles Martin, me and him would make a fun fight, make a thoughtful fight. You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
Out of those 3 names, who do you stop?
Huey, Michael Coffie, and Michael Hunter.
Oh, you picking Coffie in your 3? Oh shit, Mike, he really wants you.
Oh shit. I said Michael Hunter, but shit, I could throw Coffee in there too. Shit.
That was that subconscious talking.
Yeah.
Hey Mike,
Mike, to the universe.
He watching the tape. He's subconsciously putting you on the hit list, Mike, man.
Oh man, he got a tree on the wall.
You know what? Crazy. I got them mixed up. When you first asked me. Look, we sit here talking to him, so I gotta throw him on my top 3. I got them mixed up. But I would say out of the top 3, I think I would stop Huey. I would stop Huey.
Mike, out of your top 3 hit list, who you think you get the stoppage over?
My hit list that I had already gave you?
Yours being Washington, Martin, and you said Helenius.
Oh, just easily off the top of my head, I would say Gerald Washington.
Okay. And Cassius, which one would be your toughest fight out of those 3?
That's a good one. Out of them 3, I would say if it was right after, because he's riding high. Michael Coffie probably be my toughest out of the 3. He coming off some TV performances, and he hot right now. So I think his confidence, based off confidence, it would be, interesting, a tough fight. So it would be a thoughtful type of thing.
All right, and what about for you, Mike? Who's your toughest out of your 3 names?
Charles Martin.
Really?
Yeah. Because
I do Helenius.
I can tell you why. I can tell you what, because I know, a lot of people when they hear Martin, they want to go straight to the AJ
fight. Yeah.
Right. But there not enough happened in that fight for you to really gauge Charles Martin off of that fight. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, to a lot of people, it looked like he just laid down and took the bread. But when I knew, Charles Martin, we could curse on here, right? Yeah, he ain't no bitch. You know what I'm saying? When I knew he wasn't no bitch is when he went against Adam. When he went against Adam, and he was getting caught with some shots. You know what I'm saying? He was getting caught with some shots, and you could tell because his dreads was flying. You know what I mean? but never did he lay down. He didn't lay down, and as a matter of fact, in the second half of the fight, he came on. You know what I'm saying? And he thugged it out all the way through the 10th round. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like that he showed you a different Charles Martin. I don't know what was going on in that AJ fight. You know what I'm saying? But he showed, I think like in that fight, he showed, a different mentality and definitely a tougher mentality than I've seen coming from like Gerald Washington. You know what I'm saying? Mm. And even from Robert Helenius. So that's why I would pick Charles Martin to be that's
an interesting three. That's an interesting take. But Gerald been in the ringer, man. He's had like a solid like run of hard fights back to back to back.
Yeah, sort of like Brazil.
That shit's crazy. Like he went from Wilder to Miller to Kalnacki or vice versa to West No Fire, right? And then he fought Helenius. Mm-hmm. And then he fought Martin after Helenius. That shit's crazy.
I mean, but Martin fought Kalnacki, he fought Joshua, he fought Gerald Washington. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You know, like
Martin been managed really. Martin been moved good, man. Like his team's smart as hell. Like he been solid. You know, taking his time.
Fellas, if the phone rang tomorrow for a shot at what is his name? Zhao Zhang? The Chinese?
Zhang.
Yes, Zhao Zhang.
The Big Bang.
The Big Bang. They had the fight with Jerry Forrest. Would you rather fight him or Jerry Forrest?
I'll fight Zhao Zhang. I don't know how to say his name either. I'll fight Zhao Zhang though. You know what I'm saying? I sparred him before.
I was about to just ask because you used to be in the New York City area. Yeah,
me and him sparred in Brooklyn.
Did you know that was going to happen in the Jerry Forrest fight? Because he was pretty big favorite.
Did I know? All right, so if you ask him, did I pick Jerry Forrest to win? You know what I'm saying? Because I would say no. But I knew that Jerry Forrest, he's a tough outing for a lot of guys. You know what I'm saying? Because again, he's another dude who he might get caught and all that, but he ain't no bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like can't nobody say that he's soft. He's a sucker. He keep coming. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he did in that Zhao fight. You know what I mean? So, who's the tougher out of the two? I would say Jerry Forrest tougher than Zhao is. You know.
What about you, Cassius?
They both got different variables, but I would probably say out of the two, I would like Jerry Forrest. Because he's shown. I think the only person that stopped him was Gerald, right? So I think, so I would say Jerry Forrest.
So if the phone rang tomorrow, but the offer was for big baby Gerald Miller, which one of y'all would take it?
I would take that fight if it's camp on camp. I would take that. He rusty too, so
he is rusty, man. Yo. He is rusty. Has it been a year already, or what? Since the AJ first fight, that was June 6th, June 19 for 2019. So he probably got 2 years out the ring. Damn.
Yeah, I just seen him too, man. He cool as hell.
He moved out here.
That's my dude. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my dude. Like me, and again, me and him got a bunch of rounds sparring and stuff like that. That's my dude. You know what I'm saying? Like however people look at him on cam, he's a different dude in person. I'm telling you.
Yeah. He cool as hell. He cool, man. Hopefully he get back. But shit.
So you wouldn't take the fight then, because he your dude.
No, I'll still take the fight. What are you talking
about? That's right, man. That's how it's supposed to be. If we friends, let's make money together. So
if you making a bag, fight anybody. I'll fight my brother.
Yeah. So he moved out here though. Neither one of y'all got in works. He moved out here. Yeah.
Yeah. But
I know he come out here. You know what I'm saying? Because I know he got fam out here. But
he out here now. He out here. But he said that he working his way back. He's told me he ain't sparred since he like 6 months or something. 7 months he ain't worked out. I'm crazy like that.
I seen him in wasn't he in Cannon's gym? Or the gym that Shannon used?
He came to my gym
what?
Like,
yo, man, you supposed to hit me up, man. You make me miss that. I'd have been there to see that, man. When was this?
He came. This was like the end, like somewhere around the end of last year. And me and him stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Nah, but I heard he bought a house out here, and I texted him like, "Yo, champ, I moved to Florida too, man." He like, "Yo, who told you that?" I'm like, "Come on, man, my ears everywhere. Let me know when I can come to the gym." So I know he out here in Florida for sure. But let me see. We got all of
question. I got a question. Can I jump in and ask a question? Mm-hmm. If the phone rang tomorrow and the offer was massive, the name on the other end was Chris Lovejoy, would you guys take the fight?
Yeah. Listen.
Say what?
And I would, man. You talking about if the offer was massive? Yeah, for sure, because the offer is massive. Like, and man, I don't really take him that serious. Like,
go away, go back to the docks where you belong.
Yo, Chaney, didn't you get some work with the great Chris Lovejoy?
Nah, we ain't spar. We just trained. You know, we did like. Yeah, man. You know, he hustling, man. Hopefully he actually fight against Manuel Char. So we'll see.
Yeah,
for the fight the 15th, right?
That he's supposed to have a fight.
He unretired.
It's funny that the fight date ended up being the same date alleged contract was gonna expire. Wasn't he posting like May 15th his contract up with Don King? Now all of a sudden he got a fight date on that day. So yeah, I mean, I would love to see him actually get a fight to see if he, if it's real, I mean, you guys are fighters, not us. Like, he knocked out 19 people. Do y'all value that at all?
Yeah, I mean, to a certain degree, though. To a certain degree.
I almost thought we froze. Neither one of them moved.
Yeah, I thought Skype fell out, champ.
Yo, neither one of them moved. Damn. Nah, because I'm just saying, it gotta be like I had mad street fights. I ain't knock out everybody, man. Like a knockout, like 19 straight people. That's like impressive.
That's not a good analogy, man. Like street cut.
He knocking out 19 bartenders. Like.
It's still hard to knock out 19 boxers, man. Nah.
You know what's crazy? It's like this, right? If you three, right, like you three got on there and y'all started boxing, it would be different because like we know y'all don't box.
Nah, I'm an amateur. But, I'm a state champ, so I did it at that level.
Champ. All right, but all right, you two on the side on my left, and that's if y'all did it, it would look different. Like, oh damn, man, that's kind of. But then when you think about Lovejoy, is like he presenting himself as a boxer and he's saying he did it. And that's where it's like saying, like, Doug, come on, it don't matter because we would have been able to do that too if we just fought in Mexico and all that, and So I think that's the trickery from it. Yeah. It would be impressive if it was somebody that you know in your family that don't box and you like giving them money to go box in Mexico and he did. All right, damn, dog, let me get my money back. But like, I don't know, like.
But you'll take that fight?
I'll take the fight, in a heartbeat. He ain't gonna fight. He trying to get that bag, so he ain't gonna.
Not for nothing. He's garnered attention. Like you can say what you want to say about.
Mad attention. And this ain't no shot at neither one of y'all. I'm pretty sure he got more followers than both of y'all. Not put together, but separately.
Can I explain something?
Yeah.
He got attention thanks to social media.
Yeah.
If social media did not exist, what he has done in boxing, no one would even care or bat an eye to it. It's because he works social media. So good on him that you good at working social media. But I feel like we're not social media boxers. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Freaking.
Right. Look at his Ness. He knew he wasn't going to fight David Allen. He's smart though. I gotta give him that. He knew he wasn't going to fight David Allen. So when he went, his whole mindset was, I'm gonna get a media buzz from this. I'm gonna get followers based off this. And his followers went up when the UK thought he was gonna fight David Allen because he went over there like, I'm gonna knock him out. And then, but
you're right.
Fight him. He knew he wasn't gonna fight him. He knew Don King had a lock on it. That's why David Allen was so mad at him. He wanted to fight him because he knew Chris Lovejoy knew that already. But he took the flight. He took all that over there.
Bruh, is that my man is a genius though. Like he got merchandise. Like I've been doing this for mad years. I never even heard of a GBO belt. He be posting it. Like, yo, he out here doing his thing, man. He gonna fake it till he make it. My question to y'all is, do you think if he suffers a first loss, does he come back? Because that'll define if he's a real fighter, right? Like
real fighters.
Huh?
Not without fighting real fighters. Anybody could come back from a loss with a legitimate win after that. But the real question is, would he come back and try to have a legitimate fight, or would he come back just doing what he been doing?
So you saying will he come back to a Mexican tune-up, basically?
Yo, let's get back to Mike and Chaney, man. Forget about Chris Lovejoy. This is the fight I want to see and talk about right now, man. These two man, Black Kings that's about to, you know what I'm saying, get it busy. Both of them getting into career. I want to know what's going on because listen.
We got to ask Chaney first.
We got 6'5" Hold on. We got 6'5" basketball against 6'5" football. Both got good jabs. Both can do what they do. But it seems like Chaney bought that smoke, and we know Mike bought that smoke. So, like, what's goody, man?
But all pun intended, because it's basketball. The ball's in Chaney's corner because he the one said that he might be able to work with PBC. So now we got to wait to find out when that is possible. And once that's possible, then the fight becomes more realistic.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, he's had his times on TV. Hopefully I get some time on TV, and that fight is a big fight. You know what I'm saying? He keep doing his thing. I think this fight will be a storyline fight. I think it's something. He got a story, I got a story, and it hasn't been two heavyweights in a while that got like different stories to bring together. So I think it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, he paused. Don't worry, he on pause. He might have got a phone call. Hey, Cassius, I want you to really tell the people, man, what you really, really think about a fight with Mike, man. Like for real. Like
I'm winning by knockout.
Whoa.
I'm winning by knockout. I got to. I got to. I really feel like I said,
you winning by knockout. You go. Yeah, right, Mike. You gonna knock him out early or late?
Mid rounds.
What?
Mid rounds. He got his optics, but I'm intelligent. I'm intelligent too. You know what I mean? He's a smart fighter, but I'm intelligent too, and I'm intelligent on the fly. So, I think, yeah, mid rounds.
And Mike,
depends how boring it seems.
Talk to me, Mike.
Yeah, I think like the fact that he approached the fight intelligently, that makes it for a better fight anyway. I prefer that type of fight. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I think I knock him out. I think if I touch him clean, I'm getting him out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like, freaking it. If I touch him clean, I'm getting him out of there.
I'm gonna put you to sleep.
And like the thing is you would have to keep me off. You have to be able to keep me off of you for however long the fight is, and I don't see that happening. You know what I mean?
What's crazy?
It would definitely be a good fight. In no way do I think it would be an easy fight. You know what I'm saying? I think it would be a good fight. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it would just end. It would end with somebody on their back or on their face, and it ain't me. I mean, I know you think so, but you know what I mean, like, you know what I mean? I know you think so, but I'm telling you, man, like, I don't think I fought anybody who if I caught them clean, they was just like, they just shook it off. You know what I mean?
So how you feel about that, Cassius? He said that he hasn't fought nobody he touched clean was able to shake off the cobwebs, man. They woke up and the fight was over. What's your take on it?
They panic. They panic. I've been down already. So, and I know why I've been down. You know, I know why it's happened. So I'm tested in that regard. You know, granted, he's a different athlete, obviously. So, but I'm tested in that regard. So I don't hold any type of like weight on that besides, hey, I earned some stripes from that. You know, so I can say the same thing. Everybody I touched, they've been hurt. They have been hurt. The difference was, I will say that he's shown early right now, you know, that the difference was when I was coming up, I was training solo by myself. So when I hurt people, I didn't notice it. You know, I didn't really get it, you know, but now I know, shoot, if I land something clean, you probably buzz. So I get it now, you know what I mean? But hey, I got off the canvas to win already. So I got that in my bag, you know, against John Bowden. That motherfucker crazy.
And that's what you missed was both fighters said that they would knock each other out and it would probably go early.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and they're talking about the difference. Chaney said he got off the canvas and won already, and Mike is saying he hasn't touched. And both of them say anybody they touch clean, they don't get up. So it's going to be an intelligent fight that is going to end in a bang, either on your face or on your back. One of the two. What you take?
I'll say it like this. If it's not a short fight for either one of us, we both not leaving the ring the same. I will say that. I believe that. I think we both we're gonna put it on the line. I believe that. I think that it would be that type of fight. And I don't mean to say that because I want it to happen. I just believe it would be that type of fight. I think we both gonna put it on the line. That's what I mean.
Well, we got one more question from Dom, and we can let y'all go. I know, Mike, you've been on for a minute, and Cassius, I want to thank you, obviously, for wanting to come on and spicing this up, man. Hopefully. So when do you got like a time frame when you might be cool with the PBC?
I'm hoping to know this weekend, man. I'm hoping to know, man, because I'm hoping to know this weekend. It's between the two of PBC and Matchroom, but I think I'm hoping that it's PBC to be real.
All right. Well,
we had one last question for Mike, if Mike was up for it. It's from Dominique Christoph. He says, let's say Francis Ngannou wants to work his way into boxing. He really wanted to be a professional boxer before UFC. He didn't want to practice working on the ground and pound until Stipe beat him and dog walked him on the ground. Now that he's on top, would you take that fight? And who wins? Shout out to you, champ. Stay strong-minded, my friend. Who wins, Billy or Canelo?
Squeeze two. But you say, would I take the fight with him?
Yeah, yes. With Francis Ngannou.
Yes.
All right. And then the second part was who wins, Billy or Canelo?
Oh,
Billy
Canelo.
Joe Saunders. Canelo, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's go, champ.
So actually, since I got two heavyweights, man, I do want to ask who y'all think wins May 1st.
Andy Ruiz versus Chris Arreola. I got you.
Yeah, Andy Ruiz versus Chris Arreola is back, and it's on pay-per-view. I know you a fan, Mike, so you buying it? Because they ain't giving out no free promo codes for PBC fighters.
Yeah, I'm buying that. You know what I'm saying? I buy every pay-per-view.
Me too.
I buy every pay-per-view. I told myself no matter what, I was never gonna do the DAZN thing. That was a lie. I jumped on that because I was like, yo, I need to see this fight. You know what I'm saying? So, and I got ESPN Plus, man.
Yeah, you amped up, man. All of us are. So many.
So what y'all think about the fight, though? Arreola versus Andy Ruiz.
Same question, Cassius. Same question.
It's gonna be a good fight. You know, I'm gonna buy it. You know, I can't help it. You know, even though I say I can get it for free or something, I end up buying them. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I would say I think it's gonna be an interesting fight. I won't be surprised if something happens and some alternative opponent comes in place. You know what I mean? But hopefully that goes through.
What? Wow.
What?
I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised. You know, we'll see. We've seen a lot with Andy. I mean, maybe it's me. I haven't seen much on Ariola yet, as far as in the fight right around the corner.
Now, to the both of you guys, are you expecting a new Andy? Because man, he looks different.
Nah, like, you know what I mean? I think we still gonna get, you know, the quick-handed combination punching Andy Ruiz. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like.
Did you see his new legs though? Like, you seen it? Like,
I saw his new legs, but you know, I just don't think that I like all of a sudden in a year's time, all of a sudden he's gonna become this like big, you know, on his toes mover type of dude. You know what I'm saying? I think he's still gonna be very calm, methodical with it, but then he's gonna explode like he does. You know what I'm saying?
Did you see the video of him working on head movement, like Canelo with the aqua bag?
Yeah. You know, I honestly didn't think he had that bad of head movement to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Like when he fought Anthony Joshua, he was moving his head. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Joshua wasn't doing as much as, you know, people were saying he was doing. You know what I mean? In those like 3 rounds that he had, you know, that he actually fought back.
Well, guys, man, I want to thank you, man. You guys have been awesome. Thank you for giving us a virtual press conference. Hopefully, this moves the needle. Let the matchmakers and move shakers know that you guys are willing to fight, and we can get somebody to throw some money up for this one.
If this happens, I'll be in the building. Francis from Canada is flying from Canada. Yeah. I'm gonna be in the building.
Yeah, man. Hopefully,
I don't care I'm gonna try to make it happen, man. Might have to sell a kidney, but I'm gonna make it happen.
Yeah. So if you guys want to give out your social media, please do so, and we appreciate you, man, for being on the show.
Thank you. For sure. You can follow me on Instagram at Mike Coffee Time, Facebook Mike Polite, and Twitter. But I don't really be on Twitter that much, but I got to get better at that. But that's also Mike Coffee Time.
And mine is Cassius Chaney on all the social media. So. Yeah, you can follow me there.
All right, fellas, man. Thank you so much. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. 2 up-and-coming heavyweight contenders. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us, brother.
Peace.
All right. Damn. Putting in that OT.
All right.
Yo. Dynamic duo. Everybody dipped off. They
Gone.
just be dropping. Boop.
Boop. Boop.
They don't even say nothing, bro. They just be like, boop.
Flatline.
Fuck, man. We're like, yo, what up, man? What happened? Yo, only the strong survive, man. They don't want to make it to the top, man. They don't want to grind, man. You got to grind. You want to be the Joe Buttons of fucking boxing? We got to grind.
Got to grind.
Got to grind, man. We going out to my man, Mr. PBC. What up? Boom. Oh, you ain't even a boomerang, man. We already gave you one call. Didn't we give him one call?
PBC? I think so.
Oh, that's over there anyway. Yo, it's over. And that's GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. I got to go.
All right, man. You already know Nexus Sports are Francis. Peace.
Peace.
If you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, from title, betting shows. The list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.